welcome guys to my video, cause I know I have a bunch of videos to be uploading very soon on my main personal channel. So as I know, this is what I'm saying in the video. I'm gonna say this is related to Uma Musume because I know I want to talk about a little bit of a documentary video at some point. So about why Uma Musume kind of got me back in the situation and all this stuff, but besides that, well, we're going to talk about what's going on in Umamusume news. That it's basically, you guessed it, it has to do with the localization. So, for further ado, we'll show you the tweet. Okay, this is from one of the favorite politicians in Japan called You know who he is, the anti-censorship politician. He said about even though the Japanese audio said Merry Christmas and the English subtitle changed to Happy Holiday, so this part so-called political correctness is justified. Yep, if you know the whole thing, this explains the situation, and it's from Pirate Nation because I've been following Pirate Nation a lot, but I know I don't do the type of news goes on like other content creators are, but geez, this is what happens. This has been an 8-second video, and I know 8 seconds, and I know Psychics is watching this. If you're understanding what I say, don't strike or anything, because you have to understand for your Uma fans, including me. So, let's see what's the issue, what it is. So you'll see.
Merry Christmas!
And yep, that's what happens when they say Merry Christmas. This and Happy Holiday, it doesn't match up, people. It doesn't freaking match up. You know, I can tell you this. This is really feels like, let's say, if you watch American Dad, you know the whole situation and say, oh, why you can't say Merry Christmas anymore? Oh, is it because of Jane Fonda? Yeah, we know if you see the old episode of American Dad, yeah. I watched American Dad a lot in my times, but mostly now I stopped watching so many TV shows lately because I'm more reliant on gaming. But even though Steel Ball Run is coming by very soon this year, since it's the year of the horse, and I know since I'm starting things up, it's the year of the horse as usual because it is the Umamusume situation going on. But for further ado, we're going to go check in the comments, and you see a lot of people a bit angry about this, which is true. And yep, the Kirsha or say Kirsha's meme says, I hope you get to be replaced by AI, but I will discuss about AI later about this, but yep. And when they say you don't hate localizers enough, and I tell you, and over here is this comment from Alex to say, shout out for the Italian fan subs. They do their job, says Festi de Natal, which is Christmas party. Buon Natal means Merry Christmas. Same thing in Spanish, and when you say Feliz Navidad, and Fiesta de Navidad, because you have to realize a lot of people don't like the whole political correctness going on, and this kind of brings me back the whole situation that back in the 2010s, we got a lot of these idiots keep saying, "Oh, Christmas is offensive because of other religions." Do I give a crap about other religions? No, because honestly, you don't need to be a Christian to celebrate Christmas. Look, Christmas is for everyone, to be honest, but if they don't celebrate it, it's fine. No one cares. And the thing is, and I know it happens to me back in, let's say, in high school when I was trying to do a Christmas party, but no, they say winter party because, like my art teachers say, oh, like, Shiny, please change the art because I don't want people to be offended because yeah, of other religions. So yeah, I wish I would show you the artwork, but sadly, uh, I kind of threw it out because I was cleaning out the trash since I usually need to do save a lot of artworks, a lot. It was a long time ago, but honestly, I'm gonna be clear on this. This is really, really, really like stupid and a bit insane that like this whole war on Christmas never ended situation because they just say, oh, let's have a war against that situation because of Christians. Uh, I'm a Catholic Christian, and I'm gonna tell you one thing for sure. It's really offensive as a Catholic Christian myself that I don't want to hear people saying, "Oh, oh, don't say Merry Christmas, hey, Happy Holidays." Well, look, in like say Happy Holidays song. It's like, do I really say we wish you a Merry Holiday? It makes no sense. It's stupid, cause like, man, I would I would look very well in the situation. Let's go back to this tweet that I saw, which you know, this Feliz Natal, the Italian, Fiesta Navideña, Feliz Navidad, which is Spanish, and that might be a little German, I could say. In Huex, that might be French, because I know a little bit of French myself, but Huexa de Niol means Niol, Niol. Huexa de Niol is like, yeah. And the meme goes on to say, oh, you're accusing anti Christmas behavior. The court found you guilty situation. And yep, all the situation happening. Since I know, like, it's happened before in the situation, but we're going to go look at the quote retweet. But, you know, as usual, I'm going to pause this for a second. Sorry about that. Well, I had to mute the desktop because I'm watching the stream, but let's get back to this. So, and it says if you, I didn't think I could hate localizes more, saying how like the characters say Merry Christmas in English and they put Happy Holidays instead. And Star Wars meme here. And I'm gonna go to, and this is a very 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 important tweet from Crest Dragon. Anyways, and Crest Dragon say till this happened, the official localizers of the game and respect the original content aside, it's funny these people are like they're scared of calling Christmas by its name. That holidays of yours is Christmas, and you don't have to be a Christian to say it right, cowards. Which is very true. And you'll see this is a screenshot from what's it? Happy Holidays trainer. Don't fret. I've already decided on a present, and yet it makes no sense. The English, man. Honestly, as much as I say the English situation going on, but yeah, and as I say, like Happy Holidays, it makes no sense. Like holidays shouldn't be say Merry Christmas trainer. Don't you fret. I have decided to, on a present you and all you need is to purchase it, which is a problem that it doesn't make no sense in English. And I'm gonna go after I finish this. I will basically give you a definition of what the holiday is. So people need to learn more English better and understand the holidays situation in Christmas is part of a holiday, but like you can't like say, oh, happy holidays as a censorship in a way. And I'm gonna tell you this Jane Fonda person, as we know, she's some Hollywood actress. I don't know why some idiots follow Hollywood act celebrities saying, oh, it's they recommend this and they got influence to say, oh, happy holidays in situations like this. But Yeah, I'm gonna go scroll down, but give me one moment. As much as you know about like the Pokemon episode when they say about jelly-filled donuts, which is rice balls, yeah, you know this.
Huh? Have a donut. That always cheers me up. Pika pika!
These donuts are great. Jelly-filled are my favorite.
And yep, huh? They call rice balls as donuts, and yet calling Christmas as holiday, and which is ridiculously stupid. And yeah, and that's what it says. Those who didn't learn from the past are doomed to repeat it, and that is very, very true. And yeah, nothing much said and done in the situation, but I'm gonna go forward and I know I had to cut a segment because of the video, which I forgot to pause it and all this stuff since I'm on OBS. You know the whole deal. Just give me one moment. Alright, so as I say, the definition of holiday is they have two definitions, like a day of festivities or recreation when no work is done. And yeah, they gave an example. December 25th is an official public holiday, which is, yep, it makes sense, but. And also, let's see, there's another definition from the British standpoint. It's like an extension period of leisure and recreation, especially one spent away from home or in traveling or a vacation. And yeah, I'll tell you one thing. I kind of understand from the British standpoint because, holidays basically is like when let's say this. I listened to a bunch of British storytellers when I was a teenager. And the thing is, one of my favorite storyteller is Mike Bennett. If you know him, he does like Underwood and Lynch, and I forgot the other one, but as you'll know about the situation, when you say I'm off to the holidays, and yeah, and the thing is, if you say I'm off on the holidays, that means he's on vacation. You get the point? And yeah, even the word holiday is basically a day of festivity as well, so from the other English standpoint, but yeah. And the thing is, look, I kind of more. It makes more sense if it's in the other standpoint from the British side because when you say I'm off the holidays, that means you're off of on vacation. And yeah, and in the other situation when you say in Canada or America or you speak in other speaking countries, it's that I'm gonna be away for vacation, which you know the whole deal. I'm just saying because that's all I'm gonna say from this part. So, yep, I will. And the thing is, give me one moment for a sec, people. Just in another part of news, you know about the Christmas event for Uma Musume. Now a lot of people got angry that they found out translating Christmas as holidays again, and man, I know more people gotta be angry on this, but yeah, if you are watching this side games, look, I know this is one part I heard, but like, hold on a sec. I'm just gonna lower down the volume because it's too loud. And turn on the desktop, and you'll see what I mean because you can't try to be a little, a bit offensive because the thing is, the word Christmas is not freaking offensive, right? It's just a holiday that you say, don't say holidays because holidays is kind of like, makes no freaking sense. My god, if you are hiring localizers, my god, side games, you really need to basically realize it's not basically a, like, as I say, it's not a hate video on this, it's basically a bit of a call out because, As in, I'm not saying you're a bad company. You're saying like the only thing is I'm saying you have bad people in your translation group don't know the word between to say Christmas, and if they're too afraid to put Christmas in here, you're thinking, oh, anyone who's not Christian playing this game, well, think about this. They're not really that dumb. Like, I'm telling you, people. Like, my God, it's 2026, and yet people think, oh, and I know since 2025 is over, they still think Christmas is an offensive word. It's not a freaking offensive word.
焼き食べ放題にでも行くんですか？
いや、クリスマスのごちそうについて考えていた。
And you see what I mean, man. It's like I know I know a lot of these YouTube reporters or Rumble reporters or whatever reporters they like a lot of indie reporters gonna be like seeing what goes on here, and I'm not saying to say the boycott sad games. It's better just send them an email, tell your concerns about the situation, and they might gonna end up fixing that at some point soon. So if anything, I suggest to email them in a way so that you can make them to understand why they shouldn't be messing up with the translation. Cause the thing is, this whole war on Christmas needs to stop doing this again. Cause like, need to stop doing this again. Cause the situation. Sorry about my English. Since I get a situation that I hate these people keep trying to say, oh, the word Christmas is offensive, and they say, oh, Christian. As I said before, you don't need to be a Christian to celebrate Christmas, okay? But if it's like a Christian holiday, well, they usually go to church, and that's a different type of Christmas that you know of. But like, there's two different Christmases we know that people can celebrate not religiously, and the other one that you can celebrate religiously. But yeah, there's nothing too religious about Christmas and the pagan side. So give me one moment. Sorry, I had to cut that part off because I had to edit this video because there's a lot of audio mishap going on. But hopefully, as I said before, as I said, people really need to look at this in a situation like they need to look at other countries, and honestly, what's next? They're gonna try to censor the word Easter as holidays as well. What else? Censor Passover as a holiday? Ramadan as holidays? My God, it makes no sense. My God, people. Even though, if in a situation like this, if my Jewish ancestors and my Muslim ancestors like see what goes on, they gotta give a head, they gotta give a face palm about what goes on this country. Because I'm just saying, because even though I'm basically a Catholic Christian who is descended from, different families who are basically from different religions before they converted to Christianity. But, you know, it's nothing much said and done. But please, people, this is why I can say one thing for sure that. Give me one moment. Yeah, if you want to learn better English, well, go to the Leering Center, people. Because if you are bad in English saying, oh, you want to say holidays, you keep saying holidays instead of Christmas or whatever holiday, the Leering Center helps you on your situation. So, come on, stop by. Okay, jokes aside. Okay, as much I kind of done with the lecture going on and the call out, it's a bit of a video call out and all this stuff. Since y'all need to understand, as I say, just do your best to just send them an email, send them your concerns about the situation, and realize here's the thing: even if you know who's the localizer is and find out who this person is, maybe they need to be called out as well. Because the thing is, the thing in a situation why I'm just saying that more and more people are waking up to this, but not more of them. But like there are some people who are not waking up. They're defending. Oh, they say, "Oh, you hate localizer so much. Come on, just enjoy that slop." Nope, nobody wants to enjoy slop anymore. Okay, honestly, as much as I say, because these people who who just like being like Nintendo fanboys of like localizers, I could say they're the same situation how Nintendo got worse because it's in which I was saying that how Nintendo in a situation has been censoring Power all the way and all this stuff because with lawsuits and all the situation. Since I don't want to explain too much, but I will talk about maybe in a different video or in the stream maybe. But in a situation, side games needs to understand and from a lot of people's differences. And the thing is, holidays doesn't make no sense. If you're gonna say holidays, okay, it's fine in a certain situation, but you have to realize if people say Christmas, well, you see the Christmas tree here I'm in my background? Yeah, just say Christmas. It's not a big deal. And yeah, if it's like if I have a the menorah in my background, it'll be like yeah, Christmas Hanukkah, and I have another you know candle like a menorah similar to the menorah. Say Christmas what? Christmas Hanukkah Kwanzaa, of course. It's a tongue twister to say, but nothing much said in there. So I'm just gonna end this video off. So please, if anyone's saying holidays instead of Christmas, call them out. And you have to realize, look, a lot of localizations going on, which they've been censoring a lot of this and make the English getting worse every time because and they accuse us that we're not speaking proper English, and yet they're the ones making the bad English on the localization. I'm just saying. So nothing much to say. So and at the end point I'm gonna say in this video, just do your best, just contact the companies you can. If anything, if or anything, contact your local politicians about, censorship that needs to be there needs to be laws about censorship shouldn't be happening in media a lot because the whole situation. Because and that's not to say. Just give me one moment. Well, as much as I can't talk too much because I kind of got like take a little briefer once in a while because how I get a little hypervented when I speak. But yeah. Anyways, guys. So if anything else to say in the comments below, look, I will make a video in response of your comments if you can. Like if anything. Also, we need to do some since it's 2026, so we need to make things happen. As in, like, we need to end this whole craziness and nonsense going on. But like, man, as I began to warn people about this like years ago, and I warned them about the internet censorship. Well, we all know about the situation happened, because as we know, censorship is bad for everyone, to be honest. And I'm just saying, not like for all but for everyone, because censorship is bad for everyone. Because think about this, people need to realize and respect the cultures, which we all understand, and also respect the language barriers and all the situation. But all said and done. So anyways, well, to my sponsors, I can say if you want to support me out, go to podburstlifestyle.com and use my code ShinyE Play. It's on the screen, so Chinese Play. Then you get yourself like at least 10% off of your order to get whatever flavor you get. Either if you want hydration, for sleep, or for energy, you have to do that. You have to check it out. If you don't want it, that's the good alternative to away from gamer subs, I could say. But and also with the discount code does help me to support my channel even more in a way because it helps a lot. But since I know I only have one sponsorship in my channel, which is that, and also not just only one sponsorship I have. I don't I don't have any other sponsorships at this time, but I mostly am independent, mostly owned. Because the thing is, like, it helps me a lot if you gotta try to, if anything, look. I know money is a situation tough, but like I save, but at the same time, look. From my other videos, I said before, about how I have a tough time, financially. So I know not everything can be paid by my own pocket, but still, if you want to help me out, there's my Ko-fi or my Cash App. Just there are links down below. So even I'm just saying, if anything goes, if anything helps, that's the only way, as I tell you. So I know this is a bit of sorry I was about to make it short, but uh, I know this is a bit of a call out video and a lecture about this, but yeah, nothing much said and done. So I will see you next time.